Hello guys! I have tried to record this video a couple of times now on the other day and it didn't went well. Thing is, I wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to do this. This is the first time that I'm doing my wrap-ups monthly, and in January I've read 90 books. I'm not going to be talking about all the books, so instead I'm just going to be checking with the TBRs that I said I was to read, giving you the links for the videos they already did about them. And instead of even talking much about those TBRs, because for most of the things I already did videos or I have videos planned to come out. Also, there is a cat snoring, I'm so sorry. Instead of talking about that again, I'm just gonna do like how to say, somewhat ponder about what happened during the month and what I'm gonna be doing next month. She really is snoring. Wait just a moment. Okay, she should be not snoring now. Yeah, let's see if we can do this. About the challenge of buzzword reading challenge and the read your bookshelf challenge, I did videos for those and I will leave the links. I also did a video talking about the Thief series. I had to read 3 of those books. I think there are 6 in total, and I have to read 3 of them. And I made a video gushing about that, so I think that's enough fangirling, and that video will also be out there. The other 2 books that I had to read from Open Library was Shadow of Night by Deborah Harkins. This is the second book on the All Souls trilogy, and I think it's not trilogy anymore. I think it's All Souls. Please be All Souls, because I said this so many times. That one series that starts with the discovery of witches. I cannot say that much about this one because it's the second one. There is vampires, demons, witches, and on this world, and they are dying out because humans do not like those kind of beings, and if those beings are like too many of them together, the humans start noticing them because of their properties, and that things go bad. And in the midst of all of this, there is a manuscript that one witch found out that supposedly has some answers about what is happening to the magical beings, and that manuscript disappears, and she and the vampire will be looking for them. Of course, there is romance. The thing about this second book, it is in Tudor England, Elizabethan England to be more precise, and we see lots of characters from that period and people that actually live in that period, and it's so good, so entertaining. I loved it. I give it 4 stars, I think. The other one that I had to read was Dark Fire by C.J. Sanson. It is the second on the Matthew Charlotte trilogy. Not, it's a series. Again, I mean, this one I can't tell you what it is because this is not one of those series that you have to read in order, apparently. I'm not sure, don't take my word on this, but it's like Matthew is a lawyer and hunchback. That saying that because it is an important thing that affects his personality and things that happen to him. And on this particular volume, he has to solve 2 cases. There is a girl that supposedly killed a little boy that threw him into a well, but she is innocent, but she's not talking. Now, is she really innocent? Why is she not talking? What is happening? The other mystery is that Cromwell asked Matthew to find out some people that have the secret for the Dark Fire. The Dark Fire is one of our lost technologies, also called Greek fire. It is supposed to burn really quickly, really brightly, do a lot of damage, and also burns over water. And it is one thing that we have we have some mentions of it in history, but we never found out the how to do it. It is completely lost it till the moment. Until now. Till now, I mean. You guys know what I mean. The words are starting to escape me on this phrase. But yeah, there is those two mysteries. Again, I love this. I really like this. Like the first one a little bit better, but 4 stars, really solid, really good book. All the other books that I told you on my January TBR are in front of me. Most of them have videos, and I'll show you the stack in a minute. So, this trilogy here that I called Prince of Thorns trilogy, but it has another name. I think it's Broken Empire. Has his own video. It is like my biggest disappointment in January. Read the first one, give it very low 3-star, DNF the second, didn't start of course the third one. I was holding up to this and thinking about maybe I will keep reading it, but to be honest, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna unhaul this trilogy because I am not gonna be losing my time with something that I do not like. Then there is, I had to read Vampire Lestat 1 and 2 in Portuguese. Again, it's true. On this edition, it's 2 volumes, but I haven't. The interview with the vampire was to be read on December. I didn't finish. I finished in January. Read the Vampire Lestat, and then I read one of probably gonna be one of my favorite books ever, Once Upon a River by Diane Satterfield. Oh, these ones have 2 videos talking about them that I will link below. This one, I'm not gonna talk about this one yet because there is a readathon, of Once Upon a River. Just gonna put these books away, just a moment. Put all of this here. There, you cannot see it, but it's there. There is read along of that book coming up, and I will put all the information on. I will also link the video that talks about it. I do not remember now who is doing the read along, but anyway, this read along is going to be from like this. It's going to be on the second half of February, and even though I've read this in January, I do plan on rereading on the second half of January again, or at least I will try to, because oh my god, I'm being so crazy this month, you guys have no idea. Yeah, so I'm not gonna talk about this one, even if I don't not reread it. I want to talk about this one on the second half so I can push people towards the read along. And yeah, that's basically it. It was a very successful month. I'm gonna say that's right. More than I was expecting. I read like crazy. That was because Portugal is not the worst country when it comes to COVID everything, to be honest. And we are in a very restricted lockdown, and that's really bad for anxiety, so I just put all my energy into reading so my head doesn't go thinking about things. So yeah, I've read a lot, and I do think that February is gonna be a very successful month also because I do have lots of things planned, and you guys will see. I mean, when this came out, probably you guys already saw. So yeah, it's gonna be grand. Now I'm gonna start making this war pubs differently than expected. Instead of like talking mostly about the books that I've read, like one-on-one, because it's gonna be impossible. I will do as I did, like a brief overlook of the books that I said that I read, and if I have videos for them, I will link them to the videos. I say that it's gonna be very brief because I'm gonna talk about most of the books that, when I put a book on the TBR, on the monthly TBR, usually I end up wanting to talk about them on another video instead of like lumping everything on the wrap-up. So yeah, I'm still thinking how exactly this is gonna work on the future, because to this point my wrap-ups couldn't even be weekly because it would be just crazy. It's still crazy. So yeah, gonna be kind of like this, and just to tell you what it's talking about, a little bit of what happened and what will happen. So keeping that in mind, next month, I mean February, I do plan to try to get back to the Let's Talk About Manga. It's been really difficult to do the spoilery version of Alice in Borderlands because I do have to reread it. That would be a problem, but I am trying to reread it and see and making notes so I can not give you false information. So to be honest, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be making any real like spoilery videos if I do not prepare for it on the first read, because then I would have to read twice and lost lots of times. But I'm still gonna see if it's gonna be possible or not. I'm still not completely give up, but probably not gonna happen. But I have other series that I want to talk about, and that is gonna happen. Also, I have been checking on other things that I wanted to read, because even though I made all of those videos at the beginning with the classics and all of with the challenges that I had to myself and all of that and the goals, the thing is I have more reading goals than the ones I said like unconscious on my mind. Like, there is at least 2, 3, 4 things that I really want to read more on, and that thing is like Arthurian books, Asian fiction, pagan books, witch, pagan-y fiction, because I really like those things, and I really want to read more. And I have read some in January, and I'm like just hoarding those books and some of the books that I plan to read next month maybe, so I can do like a Arthurian list, a list of Asian fiction, things like that. I think that would be fun to do instead of me being here telling you all the books just because. Like, do make groups out of them and talk about them in future videos instead of just one big video of me talking about them. One thing that happened this month was that I got back to doing reviews. As many of you also do, I use NetGalley to do some reviews, and yeah, I had stopped that because I felt, well, firstly because of the stress of last year, but I wasn't in a good place, and I felt like I wasn't completely prepared. But as my speed of reading is at the moment, I feel like I can commit to a book, and if I need to prepare for it, like reading anything else, I can do that. I mean, if it's not like a history book of a topic that I do not know, of course I'm not gonna ask those, but I feel like I'm in a better position now to start slowly getting back to reviews. I'm not sure if I'm gonna talk about those books here. It feels a little bit strange. But I kind of want to do, when I actually read a 4-star or a 5-star book, a high 4-star or 5-star book, I think I do want to talk about them here. I mean, it's not like I have a huge audience, but maybe some of you guys don't know about it or maybe interested, so I think it may happen. So yeah, I think that's basically it for January wrap-up. I'm gonna leave, instead of like leaving a big list of books on my description, I'm gonna leave the link for my Goodreads challenge. Now at the moment I think it's 95 instead of 90, so just the first 90 books are the ones that I have read in January, and you guys can check on all of them if you guys want to snoop a little bit, because I mean, I understand. I snoop your challenges too. I snoop what you guys have been reading, so I'm gonna leave that there in case you guys want to snoop on all the other books that I haven't been reading. So yeah, how was January for you guys? Was it a successful reading month? Are you happy with it? Are you planning to improve on the next month? Let me know in the comments, and that's all for now, guys. Bye.